And welcome back to Dawn. And now we're investing with Brendan McGee, president and founder of Inevitable Wealth Coaching. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And we call you Coach Gee as it is. But recently, and I always get these notices from the White House. The White House budget is out. Ooh, and everybody says, "Okay, what does that mean for me?" So tell us.
Well, it's first and foremost, it's a proposed budget. So nothing that the president put out is finalized. But a lot of attention paid to defense cuts, entitlement spending, very little attention given to some of the game changers as far as retirement planning is concerned. I thought share a couple of them with people. We've got a deficit, so taxes are going to go up. Government needs revenue. So the main thing here is when taxes go up, how do investors make out? How do they really do? And we could talk about some of the changes to the president's budget. Again, just to point out that taxes are going up if the president got his way. Take the last one there, mandatory 5-year rule for non-spouse beneficiaries. So if I pass along my IRA to Liam and Owen, under the president's budget, within 5 years, they'd have to empty out that IRA, meaning they'd have to pay tax on every dime of it over a 5-year period, as opposed to being able to stretch it out over their lifetime. So in essence, they're going to pay more in taxes. So the question is, how do people make out, how do investors make out when taxes go up? Most of the times people think, well, if taxes go up, the investor's going to do worse. History bears out that's not the case.
So there is some good news. There's a silver lining in here.
There is some good news here. And if you take a look at top tax bracket, when it's been over 50% from 1927 through 2012, the average annualized investors' return is 12.58%, as opposed to when it's been less than 50%, it's at 10.36%. So again, works the opposite as how investors might think it would work. And again, capital gains tax, let's just say the president wants more of your capital gains. Well, again, when it's been 25% or higher, annualized rate of return from 1927 through 2012, 13.89, as opposed to below 25%, 8.86%. So again, you would think the president wants more of our money. As far as my returns are concerned as an investor, my returns are going to go down. History doesn't bear that out. It bears out the exact opposite. So some good news for the investor.
Yeah, we're always looking for that good news when we hear that the taxes are going up. So for people who are out there and they're confused about all of this, the truth is when things are changing like this, then you have to be on top of, you mentioned your sons, you have to be on top of all of your investments. You have to be on top of your will and your IRAs and everything.
Yeah, and I would also think this thing. Investing is counterintuitive. The way we logically think it's going to go is the exact opposite of how it actually does work. So that's one of the hardest parts about investing. But again, you're right, you want to make sure everybody's on the same page. But again, those numbers we showed you were long-term. You keep the long-term in mind, because the president today and the budget today will not be the president and the budget sometime in the future.
Yeah, got to have that long-term game
Absolutely.
plan. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thanks, Brendan McGee. Always good advice from you. And for more information, you can always get a hold of Brendan McGee, CoachGee.com right there, 610-446-4322. And it's really about discovering your true purpose for money, as the coach says. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
When we come back, some Flyers hockey talk, some celebrity events coming right up.